So I've shown me building the fireplace in bits and pieces, but here's a video of step by step. Here is where the fireplace went in the basement. I cut up 2x4s based on where I felt like I wanted the fireplace to sit. In my mind, I envisioned what I felt like I needed this to look like, being that the bookcase was already built in, and that helped a lot. So I did this without nailing anything in, just lined up my pieces of wood, decided where I needed them to go. I did attach them to the side panels, and then I went back and added pieces of wood behind it to make sure this was stable and would never get pushed back. Then I added drywall, which was new to me, not just adding it into an already existing wall. I nailed it into place, which took a lot of strength. And then I went in with some pre-mixed joint compound to smooth out the drywall pieces together and to cover the nail holes. I went over it a few times and sanded it a few times. It was getting very annoying. And I didn't really care if it was like super duper smooth. I knew I was painting it black and I knew I was covering it with this wood. So I just got it as smooth as I can, painted it black, and I used a eggshell sheen of Bare Limousine leather paint. I found these wood pieces at Home Depot. I believe they are a 1/2 inch wide, and they come in 8 foot in length, and I just cut them down using my trim cutter, and I cut a piece of quarter round that I had left over to use as my spacer so they were equally spaced out apart. I had a few different ideas of designs that I went through and kind of sketched out a little bit of how I wanted this to look, and this is what I decided to go with. I initially thought about tiling this black, and then I don't know, I just felt like the wood would add a little bit more warmth to the room because it was already so dark. Also, I had a piece of wood in the garage already that I had already purchased for another project, but it ended up fitting perfectly as the top part for this fireplace. And of course, I could never let any project be so easy, so I went through and stained each piece individually. And it came out so bomb. This is exactly what I imagined in my head when I started this project. This is the final look. Stay tuned as I build the cabinets that will go on each side of the fireplace.